The call center is quickly becoming a contact center. In fact, when surveyed, Generation Z and millennials show a strong preference for interacting with companies via digital channels. And it's not surprising. If you think about younger generation, they are extremely comfortable in interacting via digital channels. SMS messaging, Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp are native to them. And so it's understandable that when they interact with a company for customer service reasons or to buy something, they would naturally want to use the same channels that they're familiar with. And so surveys show that 90% of Generation Z and 84% of millennials show a strong preference for interacting with companies via digital channels. The question is whether or not companies are responding to that challenge. The reality is companies are slow to adapt. Most companies today at best are supporting what we consider to be first-generation digital channels, email and chat. And while those are better, they're not exactly where your customers want to be engaging you. The good news is we show an increasing number of companies that are planning to support second-generation digital channels over the next several years. The key then becomes, as an organization with a goal towards delivering exceptional customer experiences, what's the recipe for digital-first omnichannel leadership? We've come up with 7 steps that we think are critical for companies to provide omnichannel digital interactions. The first is you need to manage these interactions in the contact center itself. They need to be a part of customer service. Most organizations today, if you're supporting digital, probably have it siloed, maybe in the marketing organization. If you think about why a consumer wants to interact with you, it's to buy something or for customer service. The professionals that have the processes and the tools to best support that are in the contact center. So integrating that in is step number 1. Step number 2 in the recipe. You've got to be able to embrace and support all of these digital channels. You've got to move beyond just email and chat to be able to embrace the second generation of digital channels. You need a platform that's going to make it easy and economical for you to embrace the channels. And it's got to be flexible, because going forward, the channels that are embraced today by your customers may be different tomorrow. As you expand globally and go into different geographies, there may be channels of preference that you need to be able to support in that geography natively to those customers. So making sure that you have a platform that is capable of easily and efficiently and cost-effectively adding support for new digital channels is critical to being able to support your customers. Number 3 is the way that you're going to do this is via an integrated inbox. An inbox that brings together all of the interactions together and provides one holistic set of capabilities for the agent to be able to manage all of the interactions that your customers want to engage with you in. Step number 4. You've got to provide context. As customers interact with you across different channels, your agent needs to be kept abreast of what the history is, what the sentiment is of past interactions, and so they have the ability to understand the context of that engagement with your customer, no matter what channel they're interacting with. The next step is the ability to actually elevate and move between channels, and this is where context really becomes important, because a customer may start out using a text message to interact with you and then want to elevate via a voice interaction because the problem has become a little bit more challenging. They want to talk to an agent. Providing that flexibility of movement is critical. That context is key to making that successful. The next step is you've got to provide holistic management. It's not just about the agent, but also the totality of your contact center operations. How you do workforce optimization, how you schedule agents, how you coach agents and train them, what analytics and what KPIs you're going to use to manage your business. All of these start to change as you become a digital-first omnichannel contact center. You need to take those into account, and so the tool set that you need to manage all of your contact center operations have to adapt accordingly as well. And the last step in the process is you've got to be able to incorporate AI and self-service selectively into your process. As customers interact on digital channels, they're going to want to take advantage of self-service capabilities, chatbots, artificial intelligence. There are certain tasks that those are ideally suited for. You can provide a great experience to your customers while also helping your agents be more efficient and more successful in what they do. If you follow this recipe of 7 steps, you'll be able to provide excellent digital-first omnichannel experiences to your customers while empowering and engaging your agents as well.